Matrix and Roadshow fans, we are back with another video. In the year 2020, May if I'm not mistaken, George Floyd happened, and then he became a saint in the eyes of the left. Now guys, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. The only black people the left actually likes is criminals. They do not like law-abiding citizens. They don't uplift law-abiding black men. They demonize Ben Carson. They demonize Clarence Thomas. But they uplift George Floyd, who did nothing for society. Eventually, guys, this guy is going to have a school named after him. Best believe it is going to happen. There are murals of George Floyd across this country like he was some kind of a civil rights icon. He wasn't. This man was a criminal and a drug abuser. This man went to prison, if I'm not mistaken, something like 8 times. Not the kind of person we should be uplifting. But however, the media, they definitely had to run propaganda for George Floyd. They said that this man was a victim of racism. But in reality, the man died because he OD'd. That was actually in the original autopsy report. They said nothing about a knee on the neck. Now, everybody was outraged when they first saw that video, but once we actually saw the extended video, the man was saying he couldn't breathe way before Derek Chauvin even showed up to the scene. George Floyd injected, or digested, I should say, a speedball. I mean, his life was over, man. This man went to a gas station with a fake, $5 bill or something like that. And that was the second time he went and did that in the same day. But the media is not going to tell you about that. However, guys, now that we're 4 years removed from George Floyd's death, Hollywood is about to make this man an icon. They're making a biographic movie about the life of George Floyd. Let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday. So we're going to be having one tomorrow. Just starts at $5 per month. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. So here we go, guys, right here. George Floyd getting Hollywood treatment with Daddy Changed the World biopic. Now, they're calling this, I'm assuming, Daddy Changed the World because his daughter, who was very, very young, said that her daddy changed the world. But I really don't believe she was too young to understand the impact of what happened to this country after George Floyd. DEI went crazy. Everything was woke. Defund the police started happening. And guess what? That really did hurt a lot of cities, man. Cities that actually defunded their police, they had to refund their police because crime got out of control. Let's read this. It says a Hollywood movie based on the life of George Floyd is currently in the works with the title Daddy Changed the World. The movie is expected to dramatize the life of George Floyd, whose death in police custody in 2020 was used to spark the Black Lives Matter protests and riots that lasted several months and laid waste to the cities across the country just ahead of the presidential election. His death also unleashed the defund the police movement, which seeks to portray police officers as racist and aims to strip law enforcement of public funding. George Floyd's daughter, Gianna, and her mother, Roxy Washington, are involved in the making of the movie and are serving as executive producers, according to a Variety report. Now, will they actually show his criminal activity? Because criminal activity sums up the life of George Floyd. I mean, will they actually show George Floyd being involved in a home invasion, pointing a gun at a pregnant woman's stomach? I highly doubt they're going to show that stuff, guys. I mean, I think this is going to be Hollywood propaganda, and it won't be real. This will not be a true telling of George Floyd. No casting or director has been announced. Gregory R. Anderson is writing the screenplay. Daddy Changed the World is being produced by Radar Pictures, the Hollywood production company behind the recent Jumanji and Riddick movies, along with 8 Queens and Night Fox. The producers reportedly said the movie will be, quote, gritty drama of a man and his community thrust into the fiery light of history. Roxy Washington, the mother of Floyd's daughter, Gianna, said in a statement, quote, we are excited the world will see the real, jovial, and loving George we know. See, they're not going to portray this man as a criminal. She's already telling you that right here. This film will humanize him, embody the essence of his life, and hopefully reignite efforts to pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It's time for justice and equality for all. See, this is propaganda, man. This is propaganda. This is crazy, man. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 20 years in jail for Floyd's death. Authorities found that Floyd had fentanyl and methamphetamines in his system at the time of his death, but they concluded his death was caused by the knee placed on his neck when in police custody. In other words, man, they didn't care about George Floyd ingesting a deadly dose, a lethal dose of fentanyl. They didn't care about that. Floyd was a recent criminal who served 8 jail terms on charges including drug possession and theft. They are going to glamorize a career criminal. And Roxy Washington is talking about, oh, we need to pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. How about this? How about trying to make criminals turn their life around? George Floyd, it didn't work for him. It was too little too late, unfortunately, man. He never turned his life around. And in the end, he paid for it because this man wanted to be a crackhead. Now, I'm using that term, it wasn't necessarily crack that killed him. It was fentanyl, but still, he loved that more than his own daughter, man. Yeah, I said it. Because if he actually loved his daughter more, he would have not did what he did on the day he died. He would not have went into that store trying to pass off fake money. He would have not ingested fentanyl. He would have complied with the police if he loved his daughter so much. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrix and Roadshow fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.